holidays, Scorpio. It's Amanda here with your December 2016 RuneScope. This month, in conjunction with the runes, I will be using the Tarot Art Nouveau Premium Edition by Antonella Castelli. And then be sure to join me over on my Vimeo On Demand page for part 2 of this reading. I will be pulling one card from Madame Endora's Fortune Cards by Christine Philippak for your spiritual guidance for the month of December. Your 2017 Career RuneScopes are also over on my Vimeo page. So if you're interested in what energies, opportunities, challenges may be in store when it comes to work, finance, money, payouts, all that good stuff, definitely check that out. The link is below. Just click or tap show more to check out those goodies over on Vimeo. Your 2017 Love RuneScope will be coming in time for Valentine's Day. So definitely keep that in mind. Let's jump into December for Scorpios. See, first of all, which runes want to speak to you about December. Okay. Now, as always, Scorpio, these are general readings, so not all of these messages will apply to you. Some will apply to other Scorpios who are watching these videos. Definitely check out the video for your rising sign as well to gain additional information, insight, or messages regarding what's going to be going on for you in the month of December. If you would like something far more specific, you can schedule a private consultation with me. I do those on Skype. They are $65 for 30 minutes. Drop me a line at runescopes4you@gmail.com. If you would like to set up an appointment, now is a great time to do that if you want to get a nice yearly overview for 2017, because I do tend to book up very quickly in January with everybody wanting a New Year's reading. So you can beat the rush if you schedule that in December. So I encourage you to do so. But let's see what we've got coming down the pike for Scorpio in December. First position is the challenge and or focus. And we have 6 of Rods coming up here. So this has to do with losing a battle, or it could be not receiving the recognition that you had hoped. It can be a bit of a disappointment with AWAS here. It can be with this here, it can be problems with the vehicle. Or travel issues. So your focus may be overcoming difficulties in regards to a vehicle, getting it fixed, to travel. Am I going to have the money to do this? You know, do I want to do this? And again, it's a month of, for many, travel for the holidays, going to see family, coming together. And for many people, that can include a long distance travel, or even, you know, across the, you know, to a different country. So money may be the concern because, you know, you're buying gifts for people, but then also it's like, God, if I buy people gifts, it's either like I can go there and give it to them or just have the gift sent. So that may be the challenge or focus of the month, but that doesn't mean you can't overcome this. It's just the issue here, the challenge. Others of you, it may be like something goes wrong with the vehicle, something goes wrong with the car, and you have to come up, you know, you have to fix that. So then you may have to, you know, change your budget accordingly. And Chariot is here as well. So that has a lot to do with vehicles, and but also overcoming obstacles. Now, as at the end of November into December, we have strength in reverse. So, Scorpio, many of you could be not feeling so good. This can indicate maybe a lack of energy. You may be under the weather, just feeling like your energy is, you know, maybe November was exhausting. Because yeah, here in the States, we have Thanksgiving at the end of November, and then we have, you know, we're right into another holiday after that in December. So, I mean, it could be that you're just, you know, low on energy, exhausted. You know, maybe there's been a lot of travel and it's just been, you know, you're just dying for some time alone. Some of you may feel like you're sometimes when this card comes up in reverse, it can feel like your strengths are being used against you. For example, this could be like someone saying you're overqualified for a job, or, you know, you're too organized, you know, something that is a benefit or a good thing. And people kind of saying you're too good at this. You really just, you know, so you're not right for this. You could feel like, or maybe you're nitpicky. But in some instances, that's good. Like if you're an editor or something, you know, it's your job to find mistakes. It's your job to, you know, make things perfect. Now, there can be an extreme element of this. You can be a little maybe overly OCD Scorpio, or you may be dealing with someone who is that way. But honestly, it can be a Scorpio tendency to be a perfectionist. So you may be, maybe something didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to, or you feel like, you know, some event, or maybe Thanksgiving, or maybe something that you were in charge of, a project, or a party, or something that you were in charge of, it didn't come off the way that you thought. Maybe some little things were, oh man, I can't believe that happened. But you know what? The thing is, Scorpio, if that's the case, no one else noticed. It seems like whatever this was, everybody else had a good time, or the boss was pleased, or everyone else was fine with it. But you know, only you noticed this. What this reminds me of is kind of like the bride at the wedding. And it's like, oh, one little thing was off on one centerpiece. And she's like, oh my God, the wedding was ruined. And no one else even noticed. It's like that kind of energy, Scorpio. So make sure you're not blowing something out of proportion, making a mountain out of a molehill when it comes to something that, you know, you feel was just a catastrophe and other people are not seeing it that way. For some of you, maybe you think it's a faux pas in a relationship, maybe a family relationship. Oh, I shouldn't have said that to a boss or a coworker or a family member. And, you know, that was not, I should have tempered what I was saying a little bit more. Or maybe it was something that was said to you that hurts your feelings, Scorpio, and the other person is just completely unaware. They didn't mean it to sound or come off that way, and you're taking it the way a way other than they intended it. So Wunyo is here too, though. So I mean, I feel like whatever this was, that's the rune of joy, and you enjoying the company of others, and really getting on very well with people. There can be a new beginning in a relationship. So maybe you talk this out at the end of November or the beginning of December. And, you know, you just say, hey, you know, this hurt my feelings. And this person is like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. And you can tell that they're genuine, and you're like, okay, well, you know, let's go have a drink. You know, it kind of goes very, very well. There's also a new beginning going on in December. And for many of you, this could have something to do with a new friendship or a creative project. Maybe it's, you're meeting new people through a creative project or a creative venture that you are interested in or getting started on. Seems to be new people coming into your life, new a new adventure. And this may be something you've wanted to do for a long time, but you've put it off. Maybe you just didn't have time, and you know, you're like, in December I have some extra time off, so I'm gonna go check this out, or I'm gonna take this class, or I'm gonna go to this class and see if I'm any good at this, and then maybe, you know, I'll take some more. But there's something about pursuing something that brings you joy. And for many of you, it seems to be expressing yourself in a creative way. This could be anything. You know, this could be painting, writing, you know, designing furniture, clothes. You know, I'm kind of addicted to Etsy. It kind of reminds me of like cool things people are doing with furniture. They're like painting them crazy colors, or they're, you know, adding little drawing on them, designing things on them, and it really is kind of cool. So maybe, for some of you, maybe that's coming to mind because it's something like that, where you are taking old furniture and giving it a completely new look, or a very cool, putting your own stamp on it in some way, and it's really going to be eye-catching and successful. So maybe you've got some extra time in December to do that. Here, Scorpio. But at the beginning of December, I feel like you're going to be partying it up, living it up. It seems like you're spending time with people whose company you genuinely enjoy, and it is, you know, doing things. Maybe you're uniting over a disappointment. I'm getting that with the Strength card. It's like, you know, we're angry with the boss, or we don't like the way things are going, so we're going to get together and we're going to drink and we're going to have fun. You know, we're going to, you know, commiserate maybe. But then it turns into fun. It turns into, and you end up in a more positive place or with a more positive outlook, Scorpio. Now, in the help that's going to be available to you, we've got the Eight of Rods here. So let's see what runes we've got here. For some of you, this has to do with, we have Gifu here as well. You've been very patient with a relationship. Now, this can be, this can be a romantic relationship, but it doesn't have to be. This can also be, you know, family, a close friend, a sibling, just someone that you have been very kind of hopeful that they would, get something, see something, have a eureka moment, like an enlightenment or an awakening. You've been hoping for that. And you've been patient. You will continue to be patient. But I feel like with this in the help situation that you may be getting news or signs that this person is coming around, or they're finally getting it. They're finally understanding where you were coming from here, or they're finally understanding a lesson, and if they kind of walk through that door, it's going to change their life, but in the better. So it's like getting the transformation, catching, because on this card, in this deck, she's got a net, and she's trying to catch the butterflies here. So it's like catching on to the transformation, catching on to the lesson, and coming out the other side, you know, becoming the butterfly, through opportunities, through advancement. Now, what must be accepted about the month of December? So yeah, someone else is going to be a help to you. For some of you, maybe this is just a partner that encourages you to be patient. Maybe you have more of a fiery energy, Scorpio. Maybe you have a, you know, fire sign rising, and you're like, oh my God, I have to get this and this and this done. And your partner is kind of like, whoa, 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 slow down. We need to take things slow. You don't have to finish everything in one day. You don't have to push yourself so much. And then we do have the Knight of Rods in reverse for what must be accepted. So the Knight of Rods, generally associated with fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. In the reverse, this is a younger person generally, so under 30, or someone who behaves that way. It can often be teenager type behavior. This is somebody who is like, he rushes into things too quickly and really makes poor decisions because he doesn't consider the consequences. A lot in common with the king. The difference, the King of Rods, the difference is the King of Rods should know better. This guy is like, he's in the process of kind of, this is like the teenage rebellion phase. You know, he can, he has a lot of excuses for his behavior, trying to excuse bad behavior, trying to justify his own bad behavior. But yeah, there's something coming up regarding enlightenment around hidden information or things that have been secret. So there may be some clues or something kind of getting out that makes you feel positive. And again, for many of you, this could be going back to Gifu here, where you are getting information regarding someone that you've been very, very patient with them. in order and waiting for them to kind of get it and come to their senses. So for some of you, maybe this is your son or your daughter. These court cards can be either male or female in these general readings because there are so many of you watching. But so yeah, this could be a child, one of your kids that you are, maybe they've been in trouble. They've gotten into trouble. They've gotten themselves into a situation that they can't buy their way out of or talk their way out of. And maybe they've been distant or non-communicative or kind of out of your reach or out of your control. Or maybe you had to kick them out because they were just engaging in behavior that you didn't approve of. And in December, you're getting information that makes you feel like there's a new beginning at hand or soon will be, or like things are going to start to get better progressively. So you may hear from this person or something about this person, but a lot of it's going to be shrouded in mystery or kind of like bits and pieces, clues of information that you may be garnering through other people, through social media, you know, or if this person actually is reaching out, speaking to you, you're still going to feel like they're hiding a lot, or you're not getting all the information because maybe they're ashamed of what they've, you know, behavior that they've engaged in. Now the outcome, we do have the Chariot card, which, as I mentioned earlier, has to do with overcoming obstacles, travel as well, but also, you know, going quickly into battle, you know, putting out fires, dealing with things as they come, and you know, doing your best to kind of soothe those situations. But it does mean victory as well. The Chariot is a big time victory card. But I do think for many of you, there's going to be some sort of communication regarding a relationship. And that's going to be what this connects to. You are going to feel like you're able to finally overcome an obstacle in a relationship due to either messages you're getting, hearing. Again, Eight of Rods is all about communication. So, and so are some of the runes we've got here. So, you're going to feel like your patience with someone or a situation has paid off, Scorpio, in December. You're going to get clear indications of that. But there may be people interfering or trying to interfere who have no business doing so, or trying to give unbiased advice, or gossiping, or, you know, and I just kind of like accidentally grabbed the... Yeah, telling lies, gossiping, interfering in business, busybodies, nosy people. And, you know, they're trying, again, going back to this Strength card in reverse, whoever this is, they're trying to kind of rain on your parade or get information that will hurt you in some way, or get information that will benefit them, but, you know, not you. They may be trying to turn someone against you, or trying to turn other people against this person you care about. Again, there are so many of you, the ways this can play out. But the ultimate bottom line is that you come out the victor here, Scorpio. And, you know, you are going to overcome whoever's trying to use, you know, force against you, through words, through communication, through gossip or slander or lies, or, you know, trying to get information out of you. And I feel like whoever this is, you know what's up, you know their game. You're not going to give them whatever it is they're seeking. You're very, very good at seeing through people who have ulterior motives, Scorpio. And I think for many of you, you're just not even going to communicate with this person. You're not even going to. And I don't feel like this is this person. For some of you, it could be. But, you know, strength is often associated with the sign of Leo. So this could be a Leo person in the reverse whose power has been taken away from them and they're not digging it. They're not digging it. And, you know, for whatever reason, the power's come to your side, or, you know, you got the promotion, or, you know, this person is coming to you. They want to be with you and they no longer want to be with this person, or, yeah, so there is don't expect someone to have totally changed their ways. This guy's very self-centered at his core, whoever this Knight of Rods is. So, and he's very different from you, Scorpio. And I do feel like, though, this is somebody that I love this person, but I just don't get them. They are so different from me. Their motivations, and you're very calculated in everything that you do. You're very, you do your research, and you're like, I try to do my best to predict an outcome, or I definitely think about all the consequences before I do anything. This guy doesn't give a hoot about any of that stuff, and probably never will. Because even fire signs, as they mature, this fire sign energy, they always they're always risk takers. And they can calculate things, but they're always more than likely going to jump into things way before a Scorpio would. So you're just very different energies. Doesn't mean you don't love them. Doesn't mean they don't love you. Doesn't mean that you can't care about each other and just kind of look at each other and maybe even learn from each other. This person has a very different approach to life than I do, but maybe I should consider taking more risks, Maybe that's why I feel stuck in certain areas, is because I'm always kind of trying to calculate and make the safe bet, and that doesn't really get me where I want to go. And maybe he's looking at you thinking, wow, that person really kind of has their stuff together, figured out, and, they don't find themselves in these messes that I tend to find myself into, jumping into. So, and that's really the case. Anybody that we love or are close to or care about in this lifetime, Scorpio, we're learning from them and they're learning from us. It is usually an exchange. We're always learning from the people in our lives, especially those who are the most different from us. Those are obviously the people that you like and you see eye to eye. What are we learning from? It can be great to hang around them, but are we really learning stuff? We don't learn from the fun stuff in life, which is why it's kind of few and far between that we're having a grand old time, because we're here to learn, and through challenges, particularly in relationships and situations, that we are learning the lessons our soul came here to learn in order to move up, better ourselves. So this person, whoever this is for you, may be a very important lesson for you, and as you may be for him or her. So just keep that in mind. I really think there are positive developments, though, with whatever this is, Scorpio. Maybe you're turning a corner here, or getting ready to where you're going to be leaving this, the difficulty with this behind you soon. With the 7 here, July may be significant. For many of you, July of 2017, regarding this relationship, that may be when you totally feel like, oh, finally that's behind me. And then that's not to say things won't happen in December. I feel like, though, for all of the Scorpios watching, whoever this is, by July of 2017, you will have overcome whatever these difficulties are. You'll all do it at different times. Some of you may do it in December, some of you may do it in January, but up through July, I feel like we're getting a long-term view here of what's going to be going on. You'll definitely want to watch, of course, your general RuneScope next month. I will be posting those, the yearly RuneScope for 2017. That should hold some hints, maybe some more information for some of you. But whatever this is, whatever challenges you face with fire sign energies in December, it's actually going to turn out to be a victory for you, and quickly overcoming, putting out fires. If you see things heading in a contentious direction with someone, you're going to nip it in the bud real quick, Scorpio, and do it in a way where you just kind of shut someone down. Either by not responding at all with this person who may be interfering when they have no business doing so, or just really kind of saying, hey, this is none of your business. I don't care what you think. Bye-bye. And I don't feel like whoever this is interfering is a close family member. It may be for some of you, but for many, again, because it's somebody who it's none of their business, seems like it could be, someone trying to get information that they have no right to. An outsider who needs to remain on the outside. So that's what I see for December. Scorpio, all in all, a good reading. If it starts off feeling like, I'm never going to win this battle, or I'm never going to overcome this, you're going to have a very different notion or feeling or indication by the end of December. But like I said, join me on Vimeo. I'm going to do part 2 of this reading. Going to pull one card from Madame Endora's fortune cards for you, and we will see what further guidance Spirit has for you for the month of December. Good luck, happy holidays once again, and I'll see you back here next month.